In the dead of winter, along a frozen stretch of highway, a convicted serial killer makes his final escape straight into a secret chemical experiment gone wrong. But death doesn't melt away so easily. From the snow drifts rises something colder than vengeance and sharper than a freshly carved icicle. This winter, the killer comes wrapped in frost. This is Jack Frost.
Before we begin, a quick warning. Opening Kill is a horror podcast that contains adult language, disturbing themes, and graphic descriptions of violent acts, especially the kills featured in each film. We also dive deep into plot details and character arcs. So if you haven't seen the movie we're covering, expect full spoilers ahead. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Opening Kill, the horror podcast that slices deep into the genre we love. We're talking slashers, supernatural nightmares, creature features, and everything in between. Every episode, we break down a different horror film, from its killer cold open to its blood-soaked finale. We track the body count, analyze the scares, and give credit where it's gruesomely due. From iconic franchises to hidden gems, you'll find them all here. Hosted by filmmaker and horror scholar Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran, lifelong genre fan and scream scene specialist. So sharpen your knives, turn off the lights, and let's get into it. This is Opening Kill.
And welcome to the Opening Kill podcast. We've got a very special episode for you for episode 46. 46 of these things in the bag. My name is Michael Duran. As always, my co-host right here,
Brian O'Connor, and our special co-host, researcher Shay.
Hello.
Welcome. This is the second episode in the second season you've joined us for.
Yeah, I know. I've been slacking, traveling and stuff, so I'm back. Don't worry. I know. Everyone was holding their breath, but...
Especially Michael. And I'm not going to tell you what he said about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, no. I'm not ready, man.
Oh, look at him already deny it. I didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. I said a lot. I don't know what episode that was, but you're in for a treat when you listen to it.
Good God. Yeah. She's going to call me first, and then she's coming after you. That's all I got to say.
I have Michael's number now. It's okay. I'll go straight to the source.
Lucky you, Michael. Oh. Well, so we've had a couple of movies last week and then this week that are not the greatest. So to restore my faith in the horror genre, I went and rewatched a safe film to make me feel better, and that was Fright Night from 1985. And so that I needed that cleansing of the bad horror movie palette there, and so I got it with Fright Night. So I'm ready to go dive into this movie.
Lucky you. I didn't get a palate cleanser. The last two horror movies I've watched are Silent Hill and Jack Frost. So,
I'm sorry.
I did watch the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, so that was kind of fun.
There you go.
That's a horror thing in itself.
It was honestly funnier than I thought it'd be.
Okay.
Yeah. And it has Will Ferrell in it, surprisingly enough. So,
well, there you go.
There you go.
Even better.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Really is.
I went up and rewatched our first ever trio podcast episode, Krampus.
Oh, good movie.
Good old times.
I need to watch some holiday horror that's not Jack Frost. Desperately.
That's not Jack Frost.
It's not Jack Frost.
Gee, I wonder what movie we're watching today. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. There you go.
That would have been better.
Krampus. I got to watch Krampus again, too. It's that time of year. So that's what I should have watched instead of Fright Night to get more in the holiday spirit. But that's okay. It's all good.
You got to watch Terrifier 3, too.
Oh, yeah. That I saw on the big screen. That was something to behold. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, because I watched Jack Frost on Tubi, and so I was looking at what other things were on Tubi, and I saw Terrifier 3, and I was like, ooh, I wish I was watching that as opposed to this one. But hey, I did it. I made it through, and I'm hoping next week is a better movie. Otherwise, I might off myself because this is it's been a rough stretch.
Well, I mean, yeah, it has been kind of a rough stretch, to be sure.
The holidays are always tough, you guys. We'll get through it together.
They are.
That's right.
And we're not making it easier on ourselves with these movie choices.
No, I think next week will be better. So we might as well just rip off the Band-Aid here and get right into this. Jack Frost, and it was directed by Michael Cooney, written by Michael Cooney and Jeremy Page, released November 18th of 1997. Thank God it's only 89 minutes instead of 125 like Silent Hill was. Still gets an R rating. They filmed this in Foskin, California. It's on the northwest shore of Big Bear Lake. And this is kind of funny. It was filmed during a severe winter drought, so there was no real snow. They had to use cotton and foam for the fake snow because some days it hit 70 degrees out there in California.
Oh, but the snow looks so real, Brian.
God.
I definitely didn't notice.
There is nothing that looks real about this movie, especially Jack Frost, the snowman. Ugh, yeah. Stars Scott McDonald, Christopher Allport, Eileen Seeley, and, of course, Shannon Elizabeth. So they thought they were going to have more money. Originally, they imagined that they were going to get $25 to $35 million. It was originally going to be directed by Rennie Harlan, who at the time was married to actress Gina Davis. She read the screenplay and said it was the worst thing she'd ever read. Not just screenplay, but thing she'd ever read. So I don't know how that influence worked, but all of a sudden there was no budget. They got $500,000. They actually shot this movie on short ends, which are 100 to 300 foot rolls of leftover 1,000 foot rolls that a film that major film producers just get rid of after they're done with. They couldn't even afford their own film stock to shoot this thing. That's how little this budget was.
That's kind of adorable.
A little bit. I mean, as an indie filmmaker myself, yeah, I know you got to scrap sometimes, but I mean, yeah.
So you're telling me Gina Davis may have made this movie lose money?
Maybe the budget anyway. Yeah.
Calling it the worst thing she's ever read is kind of bullshit coming from the woman who starred in Stuart Little.
Well,
I like Stuart Little, actually.
Of course you do, because Michael hates it.
I love Stuart Little.
Well, she was also in Cutthroat Island, which is one of the worst movies.
Okay, we can't agree on that one. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so,
all right.
So maybe she should be a little less cruel to Jack Frost, just saying.
Tagline for the movie, he's chillin' and killin'.
Oh.
That should just tell you everything you need to know right now.
Before we get into the actual meat and potatoes of the movie, I do want to say, I remember the VHS case very vividly from my local movie store. We didn't live in a big enough town to have a Blockbuster. It was just called The Movie Store. And this case had like a effect where you kind of moved it and Jack Frost kind of like moved with it, which is more movement than the actual snowman did the entire movie.
Yes.
He had more movement on the VHS case than the actual movie.
Yeah, if you can find them out there in the wild still, they're actually worth more money. So
just for the case, not the actual movie.
Oh, yeah, no. The movie doesn't have to be inside. Mm-mm.
No.
Well, it probably isn't, because something that people did a lot was swap the tapes from the far superior Michael Keaton movie, Jack Frost, which came out the following year. So people like to go to those stores and just swap the VHSs out.
Right.
Which is just classic teenage fun, I guess.
Of course.
Well, they just wanted a better movie.
Well, I was going to say
there's that too.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Yeah. So, quick summary. After serial killer Jack Frost is being transported to his execution, the prison vehicle collides with a genetic research truck. I mean, okay.
As one does.
Yes, one does. Carrying an experimental chemical. The chemical exposure disintegrates Jack's body and fuses his DNA with the surrounding snow, allowing him to return as a sentient, shape-shifting snowman. Jack returns to the small town of Snowmonton, seeking revenge on the sheriff who arrested him. And then bad things start happening at the hands of Jack Frost. So,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They sure do.
oof. So
this opening is honestly one of my favorite parts of the movie because they're driving Jack Frost in the back of like a transport van, and there's two guys in the front, and they're just looking out this window with the worst effects going of all time, and like you can tell they're literally bouncing themselves, pretending they're in a car, and it just looks awful. And then we see Jack Frost is in the back of the van, and he kind of looks like Brian. I'm sure you haven't seen this. Shay, did you ever watch Lazy Town?
Yeah.
He looks just like Robbie Rotten.
I mean, kind of. He's got the I see what you're talking about, the face.
The chin.
Yeah, I was right on the cusp of not being. I was too old to watch it, but I still watched it anyway because I'm a TV person.
That's where I was at too.
Right.
But this whole opening sequence is great because they end up crashing, and the effect of the spinning vehicle is truly beautiful, and clearly they spent a lot of money on that. And Jack Frost just kind of leaps from the van and is totally fine. And we then just see the wreck. And wait, I forgot. There's a death. The opening kill. We have
I
to
was
talk
going to
about.
say you just jumped the opening kill.
How did I even forget about this memorable kill? Oh my god!
Because it's such a butter knife kill. One could
so
very easily
bad.
forget this.
God.
So before the accident, he's got the guard down on the floorboards of the back of the vehicle, and he's got his boot to his throat, basically, and he crushes his throat and kills him. And so then we get
the opening kill.
And yes, it's definitely a butter knife kill for me.
It's just...
It's so unmemorable. You skipped right over it. That's how bad it is.
It really is. Like, the thing about this scene that's more memorable is the awful driving effects. And I'd rather talk about them than this kill.
The kill. By the way, Jack Frost is played by Scott McDonald. You might have seen him in some of the Star Trek shows and movies. He was also in Orphan Black. And this is the only time you get to see him as Scott McDonald. The rest is just voiceover for the snowman from hell that's about to come to life here.
Oh yeah. Did you count so there's two guys in the front after the crash? One of them's laying there. Did you count him as a dead body?
No, I didn't. I figured, didn't. I don't think they had the budget to kill those ones. I think they just let them lay there and, yeah.
Right.
So no, I actually didn't kill them.
I agree with that. I didn't think they were dead. He was dead either. So one guy, he ends up getting out from under his buddy's legs, which are just in his face. He crawls out and he goes to the back of the van, which is now open, and Jack Frost is nowhere to be found until he hears a little clinging, and Jack Frost has got the handcuffs that he's magically gotten himself out of. And he's saying something like fried frost is off the menu or some nonsense like that, because every single word out of this guy's mouth is a one-liner. That's not good.
Mm-hmm. No.
Every single line of his is a shitty one-liner. Some of them are so bad they're funny. Most of them are just like, okay.
They let him improv a lot of the lines, and you can tell. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Ooh, a comedian, he is not.
Some people should not be improving. They really should just know their own limits and not. For sure. So I actually did count Jack Frost, the human, as a kill here, because he's pretty much now this evil snowman. So we'll make Jack Frost kill number 2.
His death was pretty darn fantastic, makeup wise, practical effect wise.
Mm-hmm. It had its moments.
Like half stuffed, like dummy, and then also part of the actor. I actually was kind of impressed by that kill, and maybe 2 other kills on this list. I was like, all right, you get the makeup approval, but that's about it.
So with this kill, like, yeah, the truck with the magical chemicals is on fire next to their van, and eventually something blows, which causes the door to fly open and the chemicals come flying out onto him. And right before he gets hit, he just goes, "Oh, this is gonna hurt." And he
Yes.
gets just sprayed in the face. And yeah, there's like a skin melting type of effect. And he's in the ground and kind of just different layers of levels of decay you see him in. And I liked everything up until he turns into just the blood stains that just kind of dissolve magically a couple times until he's completely gone. I thought that last little part of the death was pretty dog shit, but everything else was solid enough for the budget that they had.
You can see the moments where, like, money's there, oh, money's gone. What do we do? Just throw some blood in the snow. It's fine.
It's
And
fine.
then you really get the money's gone, where you get the effect of like his body morphing with the chemicals, because it's this like 3-second completely animated scene of chemicals growing icicles, and then he's seen kind of moving around in the snow a little bit.
Yeah,
And
Twilight did it better with the ice of DNA and the parts inside of you. Yeah, this was literally a cartoon.
Mhm.
That was a choice.
It was definitely a choice, and so was the choice of the police officer to start shooting snow.
Yes.
And now we have a magical snowman, I think, because he's back. This movie is what it just wanted to be child's play so badly.
So bad.
Every single thing about it is just a knockoff of child's play.
Right. And the sheriff who put this guy in jail originally is Sheriff Sam Tyler, played by Christopher Allport. He was in a bunch of things. There were like 4 or 5 actors that were in the X-Files that made appearances in episodes. He was one of them. He was also in Mad Men and a movie called To Live and Die in L.A. And it's kind of ironic that, this is a movie about a killer snowman, and the actor, Christopher Allport, actually died about 18 years ago in an avalanche. So, I don't know if we can call that the Jack Frost. Look at Michael just laughing.
Jack Frost got that son of a bitch.
That's what I mean. Maybe there was a curse in this movie, and I mean, it was just like, oh, damn, dude.
It's not funny, but I do love ironic things, and that is
Yes.
pretty ironic.
I agree. So he drives
first
by
off,
the scene.
who dies in an avalanche?
Well, there are people that do.
A lot of people.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they're all
skiers.
people who are doing things they shouldn't be doing, which is fucking with mountains.
Oh, you just pissed off all the skiers.
Yeah, you're
Well-
canceled, buddy. Sorry.
You're canceled.
Well, it's not my fault that they like to zip down mountains on plastic posts. Like, oh, sorry, that's your idea of winter fun. Like,
Oh, God, dude.
my idea of winter fun is sitting inside with hot chocolate, but to each their own.
Watching Wicked.
Love watching Wicked.
I know you do. Well, anyway, the sheriff drives by the scene of the accident, and there's a federal agent there, and he just tells him to keep moving. It's a federal matter, and he's like, okay. And he keeps going. And
Which
authorities
is kind of
report
crazy.
Well,
Because he didn't,
yeah.
like, he knew Jack Frost was getting moved, so he would
Yeah.
instantly know that's Jack Frost's van.
Yeah.
I'm the arresting officer. I feel like he would have some sort of jurisdiction. Maybe not. I don't know how laws work.
It's you
Well,
don't know
not
how
these
laws
kind
work.
of laws. Some laws, not these kind of laws.
Not these kind of laws.
Yeah, not jurisdiction
Yeah.
laws.
Well, it's too early in the movie for him to have any jurisdiction yet. That's the problem. So we got to
True.
wait.
But we do get that
So-
fun flashback of him arresting Jack Frost and Jack Frost
Mhm.
vowing revenge on him, no
Right.
matter what. And
Yeah.
I hate everything about this scene. It's
I hate most everything about the movie, not just the scene, but yeah.
I just thought Jack Frost was so comically bad in it. Like he's
Well-
just, I don't know.
The costume was atrocious, first of all, that they put him in.
And there
Mhm.
were
for the
many.
snowman.
many costumes, and they failed every single one of them. They all looked so weird. And
Yeah.
the
Is there a
choices were
single
made.
costume that's good?
I think there was at least 5, and all of them are just, oh, God.
I'm surprised they had enough money for 5.
Well, they ran out of money halfway making each one, I guess. Didn't commit to like one really good one.
Couldn't finish
That's what I would have done
That's fair.
personally, but
So Sam is still uneasy due to Jack's earlier threats of revenge. He thinks something's up, isn't convinced he's dead, but he tries to convince his wife and his annoying son that,
Dude,
you know, do I want to get Michael started on the kid?
this kid.
the kid's a killer, dude. He was gonna kill
Yes.
his father. I mean,
Yes.
Yes. We'll tell you how in a little bit, but yeah. And that was just
So,
ridiculous too.
That
But-
was one of the most eye-rolling parts of this movie. But yeah, we get a little family moment around like the breakfast table. You see this kid making this disgusting slop that looks like black tar with marshmallows in it, and he's just scooping it into a bag, and he's like, "Hey daddy, I made you some oats." And his dad's like, "Well, you lucky me, pal, I'll eat that on the road away from you."
Yeah.
So he ends up taking it. And my favorite thing is he gets to like work, and you see him just chuck it in the garbage can, but then there's like a voiceover of like, "I made this special for you, Dad." And so he's like, "Oh fucking," just reaches in and just throws it in his car for later. And that was the
and
moment.
it's for later. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
that was a moment where I'm like, tell me this is not gonna come back into play, because
Yeah.
that seemed way too like on the nose for it not to be a plot point, and it is. It's a plot point.
It was way too obvious that was going to come back. You're right. They planted that. I mean, yeah.
Subtlety
Ugh.
is not something that this movie does well.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
We can add that to the list of many things that
Oh,
are
God.
wrong with this movie.
It continues to grow, for sure. So we get our first in-town kill now. Old man Harper. He's found dead with his neck snapped. He's sitting outside in the middle of winter, sitting outside in his rocking chair on the front porch in subarctic weather. And he's just laying there, and you can tell his head's all at a funky angle backwards. And that's kill number 3.
This shot, the director thought he was Quentin Tarantino, because it looks just like that. The what is the back of a car called? Jesus Christ,
The trunk?
Trunk. It looks just like that. The trunk shot that Quentin Tarantino likes to do with 3 men like looking into it. Oh my
Yes.
God. It was so painfully obvious. And yeah, there's at the bottom of the screens this like head that looks way too decomposed for what it would have been.
Right.
I would assume, because it's freezing cold, and this is like basically looks like a skeleton of this poor old man, and the rocking chair is still just rocking. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, you're right. The body looked like it was in advanced decomposition, and this just happened. I mean, this was hours old.
ago.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't
cold is
days.
supposed to preserve.
Yeah, he should
pretty-
have looked pretty pristine, but
I mean,
This
the
must have-
laws of water in this movie know no bounds. We'll say that.
This must have been one of those 70-degree days. So that's what happened
Right.
to him.
right.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is the like morgue guy talking about what could have happened with him. Where he's like, "Well, you see, to absorb all this pressure, there would have been something like an oven mitt on the back of his head," just explaining how this guy would have died like this. And oh boy,
Oh,
it's
boy.
great.
Don't worry,
then
Michael.
we
It gets
move-
worse from here.
Yeah, it really does.
It does. And we moved into town now, where there's a snowman building contest going on, a little bit of some festivities in Snowmanton, and we meet a bully who's bullying the sheriff's or whatever his kid's name is.
Yeah, Ryan.
And there's this Brian, okay. And he ends up pushing this guy who falls down, and then a sled is going by and it ends up decapitating the bully, and you get his head just flying through the air. This sounds horrifying, but how it's depicted is hilarious. It's so
I
bad.
laughed out loud. I
It's
just
so
I couldn't
funny.
stop laughing when this happened. It
My
was
favorite
like-
is the kid going, I didn't do it, right?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Oh, this kid drove me nuts.
And
Oh, my
people
goodness.
go around, the townsfolk go around thinking that the sheriff's child is a murderer. Like,
They do.
they just jump to that real quick.
The bully's parents end up showing up, and this was one of the worst acted scenes I've ever seen in any movie anywhere. The dad and the mother don't seem to be that upset. There's not a lot of emotion going on here, and the dialogue is so stiff and wooden here, and just like it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And he's threatening, the sheriff because it's his kid that supposedly he's claiming it was a snowman or something, and no one's believing him, and all this stuff. And so, but this scene, the interaction between the dead bully's parents and the sheriff, so ridiculously unbelievable.
I mean, so is a snowman killing their child.
Sure.
Both are ridiculous. I mean,
But
the
I am
snowman literally just appeared out of nowhere in front of the sheriff's house.
I'm more apt to believe in that fake snowman than I am this entire scene that transpires here with the dialogue that was written by somebody in the 4th grade. I mean,
Agreed.
that's really what it sounded like. There's a lot of dialogue that just does not ring true in this movie.
None of it's good.
No. We fast forward here a little bit, and we go to the dead bully's house where the mother and father are, and the father goes outside and he's hearing voices, and he thinks it's the sheriff coming to apologize. Well, no, it's not. It's our good friend Jack Frost, the evil killer snowman.
Yeah, he makes them eat an axe.
Yeah, and this was unexpected. Normally when you see an axe, you think someone's going to get their head chopped off, something like that. Oh no, he drives the handle of the axe down this man's throat for kill number 5. So I'll give him points for creativity anyway. At least we're not doing the standard, let's, axe him up here.
Right, they didn't have the budget for that.
No,
They
they had
did
a
not.
budget for deep throating an axe, but yeah, sure. Okay.
There's always money for that.
So what they did use all the budget for was the next kill, and that's Mother Sally, the bully's mother, who is sitting in the living room, and Jack Frost is able to trickle his way into the house. That's what he does. He becomes water. He melts, and then he reforms as the snowman. And she's sitting there drinking her hot cocoa, spending a night at home, and she hears something, and then she turns around, and there's the evil snowman. And I will say this kill was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Jack Frost takes the Christmas tree decorations and kills her with those. She gets wrapped up in lights, strangled. There's glass ornaments, and he's taking her head and shoving it into the ornaments over and over and over. And then I think he actually hits her on top of the head. So, because she's got an ornament in her mouth. So he hits her on top of the head. So she crunches down on it. And then she's basically become one with the tree at this point. So, and that's,
It was a
kill
cool
number 6.
ending image of her
Right.
attached
yeah.
to the tree with everything. That was probably my favorite kill as well, because it was creative.
And it didn't look half bad.
It didn't. I'll give him that. Plus, just the festive look to the corpse is always fun too.
Right.
We love a
So
festive corpse.
A
We do.
festive corpse. So the FBI rolls into town. We have agents Manners and Stone, and they arrive and they tell Sheriff Sam he needs to place his town under curfew. And so that's kind of what they do. They're in this meeting place, and it's not even supposed to be a meeting. It's some kind of a Christmas gathering, like at the school or in the Grange Hall or wherever they are at. And that's when the sheriff makes the announcement, we got to put a 24-hour curfew on town. But if I see you walking down the street, I'm not going to stop you for it, but it's for your own safety. So, all right, whatever. And then deputies, Deputy Chris, gets killed when the snowman commandeers a police cruiser and runs him over, which this is pretty lame. This is very lame, this whole sequence here. So, yeah. Didn't even get to really know.
Snowman driving
Deputy
a car
Chris.
was cool?
Nothing about that was cool. But yeah, they come out and because he runs him over and then he drives back to wherever these people were having their meeting, and then he melts, so there's nobody in the car, and the sheriff comes up, Deputy Pullman's back, and no one's in the car, and he reaches in, the seat's all wet. Wonder what could have done that. Well, lots of things could have done that, but in this case, it's an evil snowman. So, yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean,
that reminds me of this TikTok right now where everyone's like, they'll go to like a concert of some sort. So it's like, we're at a Sabrina Carpenter concert, and they're talking about how all the seats are wet. And they're like, well, this one's dry, but the seat in front of it is wet. And that's all I was thinking of when they were talking about how wet the seat was. Was maybe he just came from the Sabrina Carpenter concert.
See, for me, I thought it was pee. That would be my first go-to. I get back in the car and I notice my seat's wet, and I'm like, man, who peed in my seat?
I hate it when that happens.
God, it happens like more than it should, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's happened one time, that's more than it should.
Agreed.
Meanwhile, Bully Billy's sister, dead Bully Billy's sister, Jill, who is Elizabeth Shannon, and her boyfriend, Tommy, break into the sheriff's house. Why? Does anybody know why this happened? There is no reason whatsoever.
Because they couldn't afford to know their location.
Yeah, that's exactly
probably why.
You're probably right.
The mindset was they're not home because they're off dealing with whatever's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But in theory, he has a wife and child. Why wouldn't they be there?
Right. See, this made no sense. They don't even explain why they're there, what they're doing there. They just break in, and the goal is to have sex here, of course. And, she says to him, they start ripping off their clothes, and there's this close up of her unbuttoning her shirt one button at a time, and it cuts back to him. Do it again. And then by the third button, she just stops and his face drops like, oh, you're not going to keep going. And she says, if you want me, make a roaring fire and bring me a glass of wine. So she goes upstairs, and that's what he starts to do is starts looking for the wine, and it's champagne. And
do they even have a fireplace? Was my question.
I didn't see one in all of this, so I don't know.
Well,
they didn't have the budget for it.
Fireplaces can be very expensive, Brian.
I know.
They built one for our good old Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Built a fireplace, but sure, yeah.
Well, Sam Raimi wasn't on this set.
There you go.
Maybe he should have been, though, because I think had he been, we would have had a movie we wouldn't be ridiculing so much here. But
no, it would have been
just
at least
how it goes.
Competently made.
Yes,
but this next scene is just the fucking worst scene in this movie. I mean, it starts off really funny because she gets in this bath, and it's like the most ridiculous, like high octane guitar solo is just ripping while she's in this bath for no reason. The music does not line up to what's happening at all. But then
Tommy's still down in the kitchen, though.
Yeah.
And Jack Frost, Tommy opens the door and Jack Frost comes barging in, uninvited, by the way.
Yeah, like the Kool-Aid man, just barging through.
And he fires some icicles into Tommy, which the first one hits him, and then the second one hits him in the head, and that was kind of cool. And he's dead.
That was kind of fun. We did learn about another superpower that Jack Frost just has, unexplained, but okay, he can shoot icicles. Cool. The effects on this were terrible. They did kind of cop out where it just shows like the wall, like the other side of the wall where there's the bloody icicle coming through it. So we didn't get any cool like effect with the head or torso, but it is what it is.
Walls are expensive too. All right.
Yeah. Have you seen the price of drywall? Unbelievable. But yeah, so now he's dead, and we get the now most infamous scene in this entire movie. Really, like, if this one wasn't in it, I would have liked this movie a lot more, because it's hard to get like in a goofy, silly spirit when a rape happens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
can
especially when
concur. Yeah.
it's to death. Like, that's just awful. So she's just in this bath, and she sees the carrot nose just kind of comes up out of nowhere, and then the bath turns to snow around her, and that's when Jack Frost starts to kind of rise right in front of her, and he doesn't have a nose on his face, and he then proceeds to just kind of like bash her into the wall
Yeah.
until
And
she's
she's
dead.
like intertwined in his
Mm-hmm.
body too. Like her hands
Yeah.
are sticking out. It was such a weird position because we know what they're implying, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
Right.
icky. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, there is in the credits, in between names, there's like random quotes, and one of the quotes was, "Where was the nose? Where was the carrot in the bath scene?" So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like a, I guess, joke towards it. I don't know.
Right.
It's not a fun scene. It's so unnecessary, and I really don't understand why they did it, because all they had to do was just have him have the carrot and do the same thing, and it could have just been he just bashed her against the wall till she died. You could have
So,
been so much better if he just had the stupid carrot on his face, but
yeah, I
he
mean,
doesn't.
like you said, this scene, it's totally unnecessary. And right before she gets in the bathtub, she's been blow drying her hair because it's been
Right.
wet, and then she decides to get into a bath. I mean, to me, I'm like, she just dried her hair. Why is she? The whole concept of this scene is just ridiculous. And I was like, why is it even in this? There could have been a much better way to get rid of her upstairs than do this. But
And in the middle of like watching her getting banged against the wall, she's like waving her arm, and you can see it out the window, and it cuts to someone walking by and waving back as if it's funny. Like
Yeah.
this is
oh,
weird.
that's right. I forget. Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
They couldn't make a choice, obviously, to make it
no.
funny all the way or make it actually scary at some points. And it shows very cool. Yeah.
This one was just like, yeah, this one felt just so mean spirited out of nowhere, because
Mhm.
everything else is very silly. Like, every single thing about it. And then they randomly like, oh, we're gonna get super dark for no reason, while still trying to throw some jokes in while it's happening. And it's just like, that does not really work. But, it's definitely infamous.
I mean, it's funny that this movie is so well known for this scene too, and it's
Mhm.
because it obviously caused shock.
Mhm.
And sometimes shock is good, but this is a moment where I don't think shock is working for him.
Well, and it,
Right.
yeah,
Because I like shock sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. But it's just like, it's different subject matter, please. Like, I
Mhm.
don't need to be shocked by this. This is not a fun
yeah.
thing. So
Well, and
just,
Elizabeth Shannon started to get a reputation as kind of a scream queen because of this, because she definitely, I mean, she was screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming during all this.
and the character's only like 18. So it's like, it's not like it's a mid-20s person. It's
Mhm.
still like a kid kind of. And it's just like, this is a weird choice. But
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, at least the actress at the time was like 25. So at least there was
Yeah,
that. But
They
totally.
just wanted her to get unnaked.
that's
Unnaked?
really,
They
Naked.
wanted
She
her
got a little
naked.
bit, she did get a little naked. You did
she
see
was
Yes.
wearing the
buttock
snowman a little
region.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can move on now.
Yes, let's do.
The scene bums me out.
It really does. This movie bums me out. So Jack returns, he does return to the police station and confronts Sam, ends up fighting him with a blow dryer.
they
This was
finally
one of the, I mean, just one of the dumbest moments in the movie. It's like something out of a screwball comedy. Like, I don't know, just like, what are we watching now? You know?
We do finally get like more of an explanation of what the toxic
Mhm.
acid was. by one of the agents. They finally give it up of, yeah, it was for an experiment to become pretty much immortal. And obviously it worked. So that agent specifically, the scientist, was like, I don't really want to kill him because I need to go back and study him. It's a whole alien situation again of don't kill him, I need him kind of crap.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
never works out.
Never.
No, it doesn't.
Good rule of thumb is
yeah.
just kill the thing.
And then there's this scene where, all of them are together and they're, it gets a little crazy. And at one point, all of them are like at him with a blow dryer. I mean, there's like 6 of them total with the cops, and then some other woman pops up and works for the police department, I think. And they've all got just how handy that they all just happen to have blow dryers with them, you know?
It's back in the 90s. It was a must-have accessory. So I guess every police station had a few of them.
I guess.
I mean, they do have one scene where the front office lady is working on her hair. I don't think she had a blow dryer, though. She's just working on, like, touching up her hair.
Yeah.
So that's the only, they should have put a blow dryer, I guess, in that scene to make it make sense for that specific part. But yeah, They round up all the hair dryers in town at one point. It still doesn't kill the thing. Surprise. No. But I don't know if we're there quite yet. They thought
we might as well be. We might as well be, because I mean, we're getting pretty close to the finish line, so we can sprint from here on out. I don't think we're missing too much here. I mean, there is a moment where they blow him up and they think that's it, and it's not it, because he comes back from that as well.
This is actually a good moment, though, because he's like, rebuilds himself. He's kind of like fucked up. He's just like, I'm like Picasso.
That was a pretty good line.
Which, I mean, they did directly steal that quote from a Toy Story, but whatever.
Right.
Did we talk about the suit of this guy, though?
Suit? I don't think we have.
It's awful. It's one of the worst looking things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Truly hideous. And like I said in the beginning, it doesn't move. Like, it just stands there while things happen to the person. It's insane. I don't understand the choice they made with this suit. Anything else would have been better.
Yeah.
They had so many different options. They had a full head puppet that could move its face, but then the technology wasn't working. So then it was just in a static face the whole time. That would have been my sign right there. Give up. All right, start again. But then they moved on. They made the full suit with the stupid arms that kind of just stick to his side the whole time. They created a whole mechanized arm for the bathroom scene. It wasn't worth it, I'll tell you that. And then they did like this weird half suit, pretty much upper half. They made the weird Picasso thing so that he could kind of just walk. He's on his knees, just hobbling. And they couldn't keep the scene for too long because he fell over very shortly after.
Perfect.
I would have loved to seen that, honestly. Just watch him go.
I feel like they could have made it could have been a cheap puppet of just the head, where they, even if they did it old school with like using your fucking hand as a mouthpiece, just do up close of that, would have been infinitely better. And then just have arms, like someone wears an arm that they can just like move around like that. I don't know why they just went with, well, just put the fucking, it looks like a decoration. Just put the decoration there and act around it. I don't get that choice, but
crazy
whatever.
how they also did, the CGI snowman in the movie Jack Frost 1 year later. And although it is also creepy in a sense, I never liked that guy. That Jack Frost that was my scary movie when I was young. Go, why does his face look like that? But he actually looked like a snowman.
So there's a scene where both FBI agents are in the same room at the police station, and Jack Frost comes out and he attacks him, and he actually bites. He's got these icicle teeth, and he bites down on top of Agent Manning, And you think he might be dead, but fast forward to when the sequel comes out later and he's in it, and you realize, oh, he didn't die. So never mind. But then he absorbs himself into the other agent's body, Agent Stone, which kills him. That is kill number 10. And now he walks out of the police department inside the body of Agent Stone, just kind of, shuffling and limping around. It's obvious that something ain't right.
Yeah. And then he just like projectile vomits whipped cream all over the ground. And I guess that's Jack Frost coming out of him. Why did he have to get into the body to exit the building? No clue, but he did, I guess.
He did. And even that vomit scene was they couldn't even sell that. And that's an easy effect to do. And that looked like, somebody was just standing on the other side of him with a hose. And I mean, that's how exactly bad this effect looked. And that's probably exactly what it was, obviously. So this
I'm surprised you couldn't see the hose at some point.
I know.
Nobody wanted to go frame by frame and look. We'll say that.
Yeah, true.
No.
Yeah, you probably can see it if you actually try, but...
But nobody wants to take that much time with this movie. They just want to get through it as quickly as they can, including us. So,
and then timeline of events. I don't know if this is exactly next, but he's in like the car with the sheriff.
Yeah.
And the sheriff then, which we remember full circle moment. He threw the stupid oatmeal thing in the car, so he ends up like hitting that against Jack Frost's head, which.
That's the first thing I would grab as a weapon, by the way.
Of course. And so, he slaps that. And then I guess it turns him human-ish because he starts bleeding randomly. Like his head just starts to like bleed and deform. And as he gets out of the car, he gets hit by a truck driving by. And this is my favorite line in the movie because he's flying through the air and he just goes like, I can see my house from up here. And I thought that was totally iconic. That's one of those lines where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm kind of back in, but not fully.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Don't worry, there's still time to disappoint you.
Oh, there is, and it happens right now with the explanation of the oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
He asked,
so why the oatmeal?
Yeah.
So why the oatmeal hurts him is because the fucking kid put antifreeze in it because he wanted to keep his dad warm.
The kid is a killer. Actually, they got it right the first time.
Yeah, they did. You know, if Dad had just eaten it when he was supposed to, this movie would have been over 45 minutes ago, and that'd be that.
And I love that there's never a scene where they sit him down and be like, look, that could have killed Daddy. Maybe we don't put antifreeze in baked goods. They kind of just like, oh, everything's fine. Everything's awesome.
Gives him a big hug.
He does. And so,
that was my reaction too, that the reaction was totally not appropriate. It's like, thank God, that I didn't eat it. And now we know what will kill Jack. It's the antifreeze, but what the hell are you doing putting it in my oatmeal?
They then send the general store owner to his place to go grab a bunch of antifreeze. And I think it was his idea to fill the back of his truck with a tarp full of it and parked it perfectly out on the second story window of a very strange building that they happened to go hide in. There's weird noises behind every door. They never explain it.
It's actually the church.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, it sounded like there was like orgies happening. So
I didn't need to know that. Thanks.
Yeah. It's
perfect.
Crazy.
That checks out, honestly. But yeah, there's a little tussle with the sheriff and Jack, and then he ends up jumping out of the fucking window into the truck with the antifreeze and kind of subdues Jack there. Except there is this one little extra bonus scare where Jack's arm grabs the kid, and so they throw the kid with the arm into the antifreeze. And the kid's mouth, do you watch his fucking mouth is open the entire time.
Yep.
Antifreeze going all up in his mouth, but he's fine.
He's fine.
I mean, the sheriff had an open wound and was wrestling inside of it too. I think there should have been a warning at the end of Don't mess with antifreeze at all.
We know antifreeze looks really fun, but
But
it's
don't
not
do
a
it.
toy. Yeah.
It's not a toy. Oh. And then there's like an arm that's still left that's wiggling around.
That's what grabs the kid. Yeah.
Is that what yeah. I mean, it's like,
So then they throw it in there, and I guess Jack Frost is dead, but not really.
They were smart, at least. They gathered up all of the liquid that they were wrestling in and put them back into the antifreeze containers and then chucked them out in the woods. Interesting choice. But they did.
They did, yeah.
In theory would stop him, right?
It would, in theory, but we do see that one of the little containers is bubbling, so I guess he's still alive.
And we have a sequel.
And I can confirm he is alive because he is in the sequel.
Yes.
Oh my God. All right. So that's what we're watching next, right?
Oh God, no. I mean, I want
maybe
something
next
good
season.
next. Yeah, maybe next year at this time.
Oh God, no.
Final kill count was 10. Favorite character? I don't have one. I'm sorry. I didn't like anybody.
I don't like any character at all. So yeah, I'm gonna give nobody answer as well.
No one as well.
Favorite kill for me was definitely Bully's mother Sally and the Christmas decorations kill. And yeah, I think out of all of them, I'll take that one.
I think I do kind of like the kid getting decapitated by the toboggan. I thought that was because it's so out of nowhere and very funny.
And very quick. Yeah, the timing on that actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was pretty well done actually for a laugh. So yeah, I'll give that one my favorite kill, the random no-name bully.
Okay. All right. Favorite scene, I'm going to stick with Sally and the Christmas decorations kill scene because, I mean, I don't know. I just really couldn't find a scene that I enjoyed that much. I mean,
I'm going with the scene where he gets hit by the truck and he says, "I can see my house from up there," because it's so stupid.
Yeah,
it's so dumb. And just how it looks when the snowman gets hit. It looks like a plastic snowman. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out of not going with either of yours. I'll go with the lovely truck rolling scene because it did make me laugh a lot. I laughed a lot.
It's pretty fucking great, honestly.
I think we probably were laughing in places where they weren't intending for people to be laughing in this movie. Yeah.
I will never get over, though, how you can literally just see them bouncing themselves to
oh my God,
the effect of driving.
Yeah. So we really don't have a final girl, final boy score in this. So that doesn't really apply to this movie.
That's okay.
Yeah. How screwed are we?
I'd be fine because I wouldn't live in Snowminton.
It just sounds so fake, which it is obviously, but it's just it's obviously a made up word.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch the sequel, I guess, because he goes to tropical weather next, and I live in hot weather, so
you're in the middle
I'll see
of a
if
desert.
I'll survive next time. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
All right.
I just realized something. We didn't talk about the opening credits.
We did not.
We could talk about that real quick.
I just want to quick mention because it's framed as like an uncle telling a story to his niece.
It's kind of like the never-ending story opening.
Yeah.
Or not the opening, but when he's,
And this voice of this child is clearly an adult, just doing literally like, oh my God, that's how they're talking. And this uncle just goes in the most graphic details about Jack Frost killing people.
Yeah.
And it is so weird and uncomfortable. And I hated it. And I knew immediately what I was getting into. So I at least appreciate it for that. It really sets the scene for what's to come. But it was just such a random choice because we don't know who this guy is. It's just some random voiceover with this horrifying child voiceover. And
one of them
God.
was the director, and I don't know which voice he did, but he was not
Probably
credited.
both.
He might have been. It
Did
could
he
have
do
been.
both?
I mean, save some money. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they had the shot. I read that the shots of the Christmas ornaments and stuff as the opening credits are and the voiceovers going on. Yeah, that they had a whole different plan for the opening, but they just had to go with shots of Christmas ornaments instead. Another budget saving measurement, which is fine. It's fine. Everyone's fine.
Everyone's fine.
Everything's good. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Trust us. It'll look awesome in post.
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. Oh my gosh. So yeah, how screwed are we? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd be okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not.
Just carry some antifreeze around. You're fine.
Yeah,
I would have just been listening to the curfew. Like I would not have been out and about with the snowman. So I slipped into a Canadian thing real quick there.
You sure did.
But yeah, I would have been fine because I just would have been like, okay, I don't need to leave my house. There's a killer snowman on the loose, and he would not have bothered me.
Right. And now the really fun part. How about star grade, everybody?
I think I wanted to give this like 2.5 just because like it's you can watch it and thoroughly enjoy yourself because it's that stupid. But that fucking rape scene, dude, it just really brings it down for me. So I'm going to do back-to-back 1.5 stars.
I'm also going for 1.5. It was barely enjoyable for maybe I could count 5 minutes tops.
Yeah. I'm with you. I put 1.5 stars down there. I know.
Look at us.
Slasher survival tip. If the snowman in your yard suddenly has a different face, new arms, or is inside your house, that's not weather. That's a warning. Grab the antifreeze and run.
I like it.
I mean, yeah, snowman inside your house, that's a big problem. Unless it's Olaf, then we're fine.
Then
he just wants a warm hug.
That's the only reason. So, yeah.
Or if you're a year later and your dead dad comes back as a snowman, he can be in your house. That's fine.
Yeah, as long as he covers his face, I guess. His face was creepy, dude.
Yeah, it was. It really was. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't great. There's no Michael Keaton face.
No.
Oh yeah, because his face is beautiful.
To some.
I can't tell if she's being serious or not.
I'm not, but Michael's considering it. He's like,
yeah, he's Batman.
He was a beautiful Batman. All right, this is different.
Yeah,
he was Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Some people want to bang Beetlejuice.
That's very true, Michael. Anyway,
scare preview coming up here in just a minute. First, shout out to Courtney and Jaunty Haunts.
So Jaunty Haunts is your go-to paranormal podcast. Our host, Courtney, has had a secret for 30 years that she sees ghosts, interacts with them, has all sorts of crazy stories to share. And she's also bringing on guests who like to share their encounters with the paranormal as well.
That's right. Every week she brings you a new episode and just very entertaining. And some of those stories, they just give you chills. And it's like, man, I'm glad that I do not have her same gift because I would be totally freaked out. I would not probably be able to handle that very well.
No, I would not handle it with any grace whatsoever.
Right. So
I'd probably be like Matthew Lillard in 13 Ghosts.
Yes.
Just totally unhinged.
Catch Jaunty Haunts wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. All right, so let's see if Michael and I finally have come up with the same movie. Do you have a scare preview as well, Shay?
No, I'm excited about your guys'. I'm kind of on Christmas mode at the moment, so
gotcha.
I want to hear it.
All right, so Michael, what is yours?
So it's not a movie I'm like really that excited for, but I do have to see it through. It's The Strangers Part 3. Yeah, they're pumping this one out quickly after Part 2. This one's coming out February 27th, so it's right around the corner.
Same night as Scream.
Is it really the same? Oh
Why
my God,
would they do that?
That was a choice. That's
why
a choice
would
for them.
That just makes no sense.
Well, they know no one's going to see this fucking thing anyway, so they don't. They're just like, just throw it out. Maybe someone will be in the mood for a double feature. But it's been the most bizarre, trilogy so far. I don't understand any of the choices they've made, so I have to see it through to see if some of it somewhat wraps up in a cohesive way. I don't have high hopes, but I'm going to see it through. So yeah, Strangers Part 3. Yay.
I enjoyed the first one. The second one I laughed through, and so I hope that they can redeem themselves with the third one. I'm like you. I want it to do well. I just hope they can bounce back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, mine is a movie called Night Patrol, and its director is Ryan Prowse. Key cast include Justin Long, Flying Lotus is in this. Dermot Mulroney is in this. It's about an LAPD officer who must put aside his differences with the area's street gangs when he discovers a local police task force is harboring a horrific secret that endangers the residents of the housing projects he grew up in. Hint, this is a vampire film. It is coming out January 16th, so looks pretty entertaining.
I'd watch
I'm
that
sold.
one. Sure.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely does. So
I like the cast. That sounds like a good group of people.
Yeah.
much better than the movie we just talked about for the last 45 minutes to an hour, I think. So, but I think most things probably are. Yeah. Anyway.
I would hope.
I would hope so too. All right, well, that does it for episode 46. Thank you, Shay, for hanging out with us and checking in to make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing here. That's really
you're not, honestly.
It's really what her main job is, just to check in and make sure. But yeah,
I'll come back soon. Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next week we're going back to 2006 with Black Christmas. So how many? There's like 3 of those, isn't there? Because there was one that came out a few years ago. There was the original that came out back in the 70s, and then so there's 3. So this is the middle child one. So
I actually really like this one. A lot of people hate it.
Okay.
But I kind of fuck with it. It's gross, but it's pretty good.
Shay's shaking her head. What's your?
It's not for me, fam.
Really?
Well,
really?
Okay. Black Christmas in general, all 3 of them, I don't get a ton of joy out of. I
don't know if you
found
really
moments,
are supposed to.
Yeah, no, but us, we love our horror movies. We like looking into the way things are made, or why they need to be made. And that's my question a lot of the times, is why. I mean, this movie that we just talked about, why? Just why?
Just why?
So maybe you guys can change my minds, though. Maybe I'll rewatch it, and we'll see, because that's what this is all about.
Is that what this is all about?
I'm trying not to shit on as many movies, Brian. All right? That's what it's all about. Thank you.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think it's definitely worth the rewatch. If you didn't like it when you originally saw it, I can't imagine you liking it now, but I think there is some at least cool makeup stuff that they do that might at least give you some shred of oh, that was cool.
You're right. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. I mean, it's better than the one that came out a couple years ago. That one was dog shit.
Not my favorite for sure. Yeah.
It just had zero to do with Black Christmas. I don't know why they
just
called
named
it that.
Something else. Yeah.
It should have just been a different movie.
Yep.
Right.
But,
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Please subscribe to us. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube. We got the video version there of Opening Kill.
Yes, if you want to see our faces, or if you just want the audio version, that is up on YouTube as well. So just kind of pick your poison there. And if you want to shoot us an email or recommend a movie to us, openingkillpod@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you again, Shay. And we will see you next week with 2006's Black Christmas.
Opening Kill is produced by Mystic Cloud Productions and hosted by Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran. New episodes drop every Thursday wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And don't forget, you can watch the video versions on YouTube. See you next time, if you survive the opening kill.